Mommy, please don't die. That's what a friend of Lisa Rucker tells us Rucker's young son said to her after she was shot in the face early Tuesday morning. She's now awake at a hospital and able to communicate with loved ones through handwriting.
I was actually crying and just, talking with her and praying with her, and she actually wiped my tears away.
News 4 Jax has learned Lisa Rucker was able to identify this man, Charles Absher, as the gunman who shot and wounded her and shot and killed her sister, Ashley Rucker. Absher's father says his son is innocent.
Right now, there's two families that's really been tore apart, and God's just got to be with us. That's all I can say at this point in time. Thank you.
According to the arrest warrant, two children inside a Hyde Park condo at the time of the shooting also identified Absher as the gunman. Family members tell us they are the sons of the two women.
Today, the sheriff's office released Absher's new mug shot. We're told he is Ashley's ex-boyfriend. He was the subject of a two-day manhunt that ended yesterday afternoon on the west side when he surrendered to police. We first brought you that information as breaking news just before 6. Channel 4's Jim Pickett spoke with Absher's father. We begin with Channel 4's Elizabeth Campbell, though, who spoke to a man at the condo the night of the shooting. Elizabeth.
Mary Lyle Scheidemann says that he thought that he was holding Lisa and what were her very last minutes, and he says it is a miracle that he was able to visit and communicate with her today, not once, but twice here at UF Health behind me. He says it's not surprising that she continues to prove every day. He says she is a fighter who loves her son more than anything.
Lyle Scheidemann, a friend of Lisa's, tells me he was at the sister's condo the night Chad Absher showed up. And although witness names are crossed out in the report for their protection, the story he tells me of what happened that night is consistent with the arrest report.
It's a very, very sad moment in my life, and I know her family's as well. But I wanted to be remembered by her love and the fact that she was just a vibrant, amazing person, not by the fact that she was taken by a coward.
The report calls Ashley by her initials, CR, and says he responded to CR's room and found the suspect was choking CR. He told the suspect to stop, and he complied. However, the suspect took off his shirt and then pushed Lisa Rucker out of his way and then charged at him. Scheidemann says he had no other choice but to punch Absher to the ground. He says he tried to get everyone out of the condo before Absher could get up. According to the report, he ran outside and Lisa Rucker followed him. He told her to go back and check on CR, which she did. He then heard two gunshots a few seconds apart. Scheidemann says he hid from Absher as he left, tucking what he believed to be a shotgun or rifle into his pants. Scheidemann then got to Ashley and Lisa as quickly as he could. He's now focusing on Lisa, visiting her as often as he can in the hospital, emotional when talking about how strong she is.
I was actually crying and just, talking with her and praying with her, and she actually wiped my tears away and told me, she wrote down on a piece of paper not to cry, that everything was going to be all right. So she's just an amazing friend.
Even after being shot in the head, Lisa was able to tell police that Chad Absher was the man who shot she and her sister. As for Lyle, the man you just heard from, he was able to visit with Lisa this morning, again this evening at UF Health. He says he's going to be with her every step of the way. Reporting live from Springfield, Elizabeth Campbell, Channel 4, the local station.
Elizabeth, this case of domestic violence has especially caught the attention of so many of our viewers. Is there a way right now for the public to show their support for this devastated family of these two sisters and the children?
Tom, there is the remaining sister of Lisa and Ashley. She's in the New York area, tells me that their family is planning a memorial this Sunday for Ashley. It would have been her 31st birthday. It's going to be at the Lions Club on Eastport Road from 2 to 4. Anyone is welcome to attend. And she tells me that Ashley's viewing is scheduled for Thursday, the funeral Friday. We're waiting to learn more information. And as you mentioned, domestic violence definitely has touched a lot of people. And we want to remind the Hubbard House is available to anybody. They have a 24/7 hotline. I want to give you that number. It's 1-800-500-1119. Tom.
Elizabeth, thank you. Elizabeth Campbell reporting live from Springfield.
Chad Absher is in the Duval County Jail right now, being held without bond. The 31-year-old has served time before. These are 4 of his mugshots. He went to jail in 2006 for stalking an ex-girlfriend and had domestic violence injunctions against him from 2 women in that case. Channel 4's Jim Piggott is live outside the jail. Jim, you spoke with Absher's father.
Yeah, it was right out after a scheduled court hearing today that didn't take place. What he had told me, he believes that his son is innocent, but he says both families are hurting. We've seen many faces of Chad Absher, from his arrest and conviction for stalking an ex-girlfriend to his arrest on burglary charges to this latest crime where he's now charged with the murder of Ashley Rucker and the attempted murder of her sister Lisa. A judge waived his court appearance this afternoon, and right afterwards we had a chance to talk with his father. What do you want to tell people at this point?
Right now, there's 2 families that's really been tore apart, and God's just got to be with us. That's all I can say at this point in time. Thank you.
I know. And your name, sir? So,
William Absher.
William. Well, I know this is a hard time for you and your family, and for both families, as you said. How are you getting through this?
It's hard. Believe me, it's very, very hard.
Do you believe your son's innocent?
See this house behind me on 118th Street? This is where Chad Absher was arrested. We wanted to talk to the people that live here. Let me show you what happened. Can I leave you a card? Okay. All right, nobody wants to say anything about what happened? Okay, we're just trying to get both sides of the story. As we had mentioned, Chad Absher's appearance today in court, was the judge waived that. He does now have his first appearance set for November 27th. Talking to the family, they are now going to try to hire a private attorney. We're live at the jail. Jim Piggott, Channel 4, the local station.
Thank you, Jim. Our coverage continues on news4jax.com. There you can find the link to a GoFundMe page for Ashley and Lisa Rucker. Just look inside this story on the homepage.